What's up everybody, and welcome to my 2D Roblox game tutorial. First, we're going to start off by, placing an area for the player to spawn. And then I'm going to make it 3 by 3. You can tell it's 3 by 3 because I'm using the base plate and we measure by studs because this is Roblox. And I'm also just going to use the base plate real quick. Alright, here's what my spawn looks like so far. The next thing you have to do is you need to go to File. You need to go to Game Settings. Oh, well, you have to save to Roblox first. Now that I've got my game saved, you want to go to Avatar. You want to change it to R6, not player choice. And Animation Standard, which I don't think it really matters since they're forced for R6. And then it should be fine as is. Make sure to save that. Because it shouldn't be any games running since you just started development. The next thing you need to do is you need to get the 2D camera and control script that I got for you in the description, and it says ungroup and starter player scripts. Go ahead and do that. So starter player scripts is obviously in the starter player folder right here, and you want to put it in starter player scripts and right click it and then press ungroup. Which now you have this set up, but what you want to do next is, here, I'll show you the issue by loading up the game real quick. See, that's zoomed in as hell, right? Also, it looks like R6 didn't get fixed yet. It didn't fix yet, so I need to fix that real quick. But yeah, it's a little bit too zoomed in, so you want to go to camera script, right click it, open it, change the FOV to whatever you want. I'm gonna change it to 55 for me, and let's go ahead and test that real quick. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks a lot better. This should be good, because you don't want it to be like super duper zoomed in, because then the player will like not be able to see anything coming. Alright, I got this working again. Check your settings again, just if it doesn't work. Alright, now we need to figure out which side the camera is facing. Yeah, this is the problem when starting a new place. Look at that. Alright, I got it ready. Here's what I have so far. It's nothing, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so we need obstacles. You already have your base set up. You have the 2D script, and you have the spawn and the path to spawn on. So we need to get your obstacles ready. Go ahead and get yourself the Jukes Towers of Hell creation kit that I left in the description too. Alright, so now that you have your kit, let's just delete the tower, because we're not making a tower. And instead, we're going to focus on this obstacle set that you can use. Like, here's a conveyor right here, X pusher. All these obstacles are from the awesome game Jukes Towers of Hell. Alright, so right off the bat, the testing stuff is not needed. This is just gears that will literally cheat your game, so don't use it. Alright, so scripts is hidden at the bottom of the kit, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the collision groups and damage event scripts and throw these into server script service. Oh shit. Oops. Server script service. God damn it. There we go. Alright, I got it. Next we're going to put touch script in starter character scripts. Then we're going to put flip and local part script into starter player scripts. We're also going to put player module in there too. You also need to put damage event in server script service. Oops, it looks like I did something wrong. This turret isn't hurting me. Oops, sorry I got that wrong, but the one with the lightning bolt goes into replicated storage. The damage event that goes into with the lightning bolt goes into replicated storage, just to get that to work here. Let me show you. Uh-oh, it's hurting me. Ah! Now you're able to use all of these mechanics right here, so that's gonna be fun. And also, I'm gonna show you how to set up background regional music too. Click on floor 1 from your tower set in the background music zones folder, and let's put it over our spawn area. It's transparent, so I'm gonna make it slightly untransparent just for now. 0.9 transparency, there we go, just so you can see. Alright, now let me add a music ID real quick. Alright, so I got the ID, so I'm gonna put it right here. There you go. Let's test it out. Well, you press the sound in the floor one, and then you put the ID here. And priority, the higher the value, the higher the priority for this part that it is. So say I put like 10 on this one, and it's overlapping with another part like this. This one's gonna play, even if you're in this area, the overlapping area, the one with higher priority will play. Alright, so it seems like my music is working, so we got a good setup right here. Alright, so now that we have all this set up, let's discuss how to make a good 2D obby. So first, you want the player to learn the controls, so the first thing we're going to do is not allow the player to die right away. They have to at least figure out that there's a button to jump. They have to learn. It's hard to describe, okay? But don't kill the player on the first jump. That's mean. That's not cool. So I'm gonna make this really weird. No, I want to be. Don't make a vertical, like an all vertical level like this. Here, like this is your first level. It's also not a good idea. So, but what I'm trying to say is you need to introduce your hazards, your obstacles, in a good way to teach the player without, having to use text to talk to them like a tutorial. I'll show you what I mean. Here, I just put a conveyor right here. I put a conveyor right here. So, see, now the player knows that this pushes them after stepping on it, and they didn't have to get punished just for learning what this does. It looks like the texture is a little bit glitchy. See, now they know what it does without being punished too hard, and because they're stuck, the player will learn that you can jump to have the conveyor not push you as much, because it has no effect on your momentum in the air, really, unless you launch yourself. It's really hard to describe how they work, but the player can learn them without being punished by doing this, by introducing your mechanics like this in a way that won't really punish them. Here, I'll give you another good example of the introduction of mechanics here. Look, these hurt you. It's kind of obvious. They're in an easy spot. It's not punishing. And even if you do take the hit, you're not going to die, and you definitely just learned that these hurt you now. Now that the player knows how these work, you can now test them. The learning time for the game is over, so now you can test them, like using obstacles like this. Obviously, this isn't going to be the top level design ever. This is just a tutorial video. And you also have to test your level to make sure you can do it without taking damage, because that's part of good game design. You should be able to no-hit everything, but it should be difficult to no-hit everything, obviously. But, oh yeah, you should be good at your own game, by the way. You should be able to make sure that you can do your whole game without taking damage. Well, just to know if it's good, because no one likes forced damage at all. That's like not cool at all. But yeah, what you can do is, since it's time to test the player right here, you can even combine the obstacles they just learned, like I did right here. Alright, I think that's enough for today, but thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a fair amount about these. And one more thing, you gotta figure out if you want to make checkpoints and keep the whole game in just one game, or if you want to have the game teleport you to a new stage, like teleport you to a different place for every single stage. Alright, see you later, and don't forget to subscribe if you love game developing videos like this. I have my own game that I work very hard on, and you should check it out, and I'll see you later. Links to everything in the description.